For centuries, Europe has offered American tourists its culture, its culinary arts, and its mime.
Can we please just get out of here? This guy is really creeping me out.
Now, it's payback time.
As ML Elric goes to Oktoberfest.
Sierra.
You asked it around, get your finger out of my face. It's gone.
What are you doing? Come on. That is not paid for by them. That is paid for by the people of Detroit.
You might be qualified, ML.
I'm not qualified for this job.
Let me tell you something. You want to go right now? Okay? You want to go right now?
All right, everybody. It is the Soul of Detroit. Marc Fellhauer with you. We will check in with Elric because he's on another fantastic adventure. This time over in, again, in Europe. I feel like he's been to Europe about 20 times, so we'll check in with him. But sitting in today, my friend, your friend, everybody's friend, Dan Wetzel. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Soul of Munich.
I know. Well, Soul of Europe, because I feel like he's never here. So
No.
let's just test this and
Isn't
see.
Detroit supposed to be the Paris of America or something? Wasn't that a plan? Like they built the boulevards.
Why would this be the Paris? Oh, because of all the circles. And
like
the
that.
bad directions and hard to get around. Isn't that the thing with Paris?
Haven't quite hit it yet, but it's room for improvement. But
Well, wasn't Lebanon always the Paris of the Middle East? So maybe
Yeah.
we're the Lebanon of America.
we're on our way.
Actually, I think we are pretty close to
We're on our
Lebanon
way.
of America. All right, let's check in and see if we can hear Elric or what's going on there. Okay, I see a beer hall.
Oh yeah.
Hey kids, it's your old pal ML Ellis, and I'm here in Munich, where they had the beer putsch, where Hitler started his rise to power, and I'm proud to report that 100 years later, there's no greater repudiation of the Third Reich than Germans singing Neil Diamond, a Jewish guy's song, at Oktoberfest. You want to talk about total victory in Europe? This is it, boys and girls.
Oh my God!
Or Fraus and Fraulines.
I don't think I've ever heard of this animated.
And
Blasted.
Elric. Oh, there's a beer. Okay, he's just put a beer up to the camera. How long have you been drinking today? I feel like his parent.
Not long, only for a few hours.
Only for a few. I know. I got a text this morning from you at about 2 a.m. Of a picture, just a random picture, so that I knew you didn't understand how time works. Oh, now he's walking outside. Okay.
I sent you a picture from my Zimmer.
I don't know what
which
that
is German
means.
for room.
Oh, okay. Did you just learn that word?
No, I knew that when I was a. Oh no! Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, he's already getting busted by security.
Arrest him! Arrest him!
Get that American.
Back the blue!
Wow.
Back the blue!
The light blue of Munich.
Who knew Germans were really into rules?
Yeah.
My bad. Totally off brand.
Why?
It's like not stealing signals. They have no idea what they're doing here.
That again. And it only took him what, 4 minutes to bring that up?
Stealing signals. I'd be really careful over there. I don't know how it all works, but yeah.
So anything to report? I mean, you are a reporter.
Oh yeah. So since I've been here, apparently somebody else shot a bunch of people.
Oh,
and that's not that new anymore, sadly. But we're here in Munich, and it turns out that people like to drink beer here.
All right.
Yeah.
They kind of caught me off guard.
Scoop. Sources.
Sources are saying.
Sources say people like to drink beer in Munich.
No, nothing like hitting the ground. A regular old Hunter S. Thompson.
Why does he get to do this and we don't?
Yeah, why
is
are
what's
you
so
there?
special about you?
It's like you could knock me over with a feather in this guy's hat.
Okay.
Why do you get to go to Europe all the time? I don't get to go vacation in Europe. What is going on?
Well, it turns out that by using Luke Nowacki to manage my finances, I have enough money left over to indulge myself and enjoy living before I need somebody to wipe my ass.
Now the good thing is because
job, Luke.
Because you put in a few minutes on the show today, you can write off the whole trip.
Probably can.
Oh, beautiful. Hold on a second.
No, I don't want. I don't want to.
This is what they call in Germany hose. It turns out it's the same word in England.
Oh my God! All right, enjoy
Who's
yourself.
that guy dancing?
Yeah, is that a guy or a girl? I think it's a woman. Isn't
Oh,
it?
sorry.
I mean, I blame the cameraman.
Yeah, what are you, Pete Hegser? Come on now.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. So they tell me that only old guys wear suspenders, and apparently that's true.
Are you wearing them?
Sorry, I gotta go.
Wait. Are you?
Gotta go.
Oh, he's following.
Oh, now he's
what a
following
sign.
the women.
God, this feels really creepy all of a sudden.
That's not illegal, is it?
To follow women around Oktoberfest?
I don't want to be. I had no idea.
Are you recusing yourself of this
Dear
whole conversation?
FBI, I did not know that was going to. I'm just.
All right, one last thing, Alric, you there?
What kind of beer are you drinking?
Hacker Shore.
Okay.
All right.
And then the big cup. Oh, here's the thing about the big mug. Now, does the lady come with, like, she carries like 40 of them at once? I've seen this viral. It's pretty impressive.
That's on ESPN every once in a while. They have the beer stein holding competition.
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
mean, that's
It's
what we do at ESPN.
And I would sit there and
the
watch.
highest competitions known to man.
Well, that's technically on the Ocho.
We had a very small Fraulein bring 7 beers to us. And what I don't like about the big mugs
It's warm.
is, it's all about relativity. So when you drink the big mug and you're used to having something large in your hands, and you go to the water closet for the heron, all of a sudden you feel very inadequate.
A dick joke, really? Really?
Well, also that gets warm unless you drink really fast, which is, I guess, part of the appeal.
You know what? That's one of the things I loved about Europe and Germany is I like the temperature of the beer. I don't like it ice cold here.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Who
I
are
know.
you?
I'm anti-American, aren't I?
Who are you?
I like the hand pump. I'm a snob.
Also, you can tell that officer who almost detained you. I just had 2 beers.
Yeah. It's always 2.
Only 2. It
always-
just happened to be 64 ounces with an 8.9% alcohol level in it.
Now, here's where I feel like we lost the war. They're singing What's Going On. That
Okay.
does not feel like Victory in Europe Day at all.
I can assure you we've lost. Look at how much fun they're having. And I was driving around Detroit today. I saw none of that. The Tigers can't even host the damn playoff game.
Exactly. Yes.
Now,
All right.
maybe if they
He's doing his own show separately of us.
Yeah, just let them. IG Live, buddy. What's going? This is it? You just sit there and listen to people karaoke?
That would be if I went to Japan.
Well, I guess group karaoke. Japan, they get loaded on the highballs, whiskey and soda water,
Oh, really?
tonic or what? Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
hey,
good.
there he is. Now he's on camera.
Hey!
And he's not
Hey.
dressing the part at all.
Honestly, you look better than you look more sober than I thought.
Whenever I backpack, people come up to me and start speaking German. And of course, I'm Irish, Scottish, I'm Hungarian, and a little bit French. So we've lost every one of these wars. But here I kind of feel embraced. And I have to tell them, Sprechen's English, bitte. And then they just say, thanks for the wallflowers.
I think you should put Teresa back on. She was far more entertaining before we started the show.
Well, I can find her somewhere, but
Not
she's
necessary.
dancing at a table.
All right. Well, thank you for checking in. Go have fun. Do your thing. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about your own show.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll just make you money.
Yeah.
We'll just make you money so you can keep these
So you can keep traveling while we do the show.
1%ers over there.
Yeah, I'd like to thank our soulmates, of course. That's our Patreon subscriber group.
Oh, good. I don't
Who
have to
make
do the
it
plug.
possible for me to spend money on bartenders in other countries. And, for as little as $5 a month, you can watch The Decadence in Munich. And, of course, you avoid all the insertion ads. You get the podcast before anybody else. And you keep us coming back week after week. And even though we offer Dan, like, quid pro quo compensation, like invites to beer parties where we play Smiths United, He never comes, but it's available. So.
All right. Goodbye. Enjoy yourself.
Auf Wiedersehen, bitches.
All right. There he is. Our fearless leader, Mr. Ulrich. So
that's the leader. No wonder no one else showed up for work.
No wonder why this. I know Sean. I don't know where Sean is. I've seen him once in the last 3 months. He's
Cleveland?
just wandering around. I don't know if he is. Oh boy, maybe he is in Cleveland. I don't know. He had a very interesting column about the Tigers. Like, don't worry about the failure. I'm like, don't worry about the failure. We don't have a home series now, which of course kicks off today. So Dan's coming on, and I was talking to people, and I'm like, my problem with having Dan on, it's the only problem I have with having you on is I will fall in the trap of talking only college football because it is by far my favorite form of entertainment.
It's really the sex appeal that I had to steal from you. Is that it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to dive into it, so I was thinking, like, how do I do like this Jason Kelsey type intro for you where I scream every accolade, every credit you've ever done? No, I would just say you're the ESPN investigative reporter, formerly of the other place, Yahoo, if we're allowed to say that. But you have done so many things. Of course, Epic Athletes.
Buy a book.
Get the kids reading.
Fifth grader needs to read it. Doesn't read. You gotta read a nice sports bio.
Yeah,
right.
You did Glory Road, another sports bio.
Yep.
Which would turn into a movie.
Yep.
And you really did the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Hernandez doc. Yep.
So which one is there one thing people come up to you most all the time and said, Dan, this or that, or like what is the one piece that they really, I guess, adhere to you
outside of the like just general work? Like,
like the podcast and stuff.
Hernandez, anything on Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix is a beast.
So how did you get the Hernandez? Like, why you? Did you put that all together? I mean, you're the executive producer.
It's funny. I knew Netflix was big, but then like it came. Then we were doing. They had us like prepare for like publicity, and they're like, okay, we have like 6 billion subscribers.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, that's a lot of people. Little did that's how the bubble I live in. Like Netflix is a big deal.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, no, people really watch that thing.
And it's multiple. I mean, there's so many parts to it too.
Yeah.
It's a long doc.
Yeah, it's three part. We could have done like 8, but we did 3. So no, I covered that. Hernandez, obviously, he was I'm a sports columnist. I do a lot of court crime work. So, NFL star accused of murder. I'm all over that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a fascinating story, right? I mean, he ended up getting a not guilty on it, but he was at the very least was at the scene of a double homicide, then played another season in the NFL with 2 bodies hanging over his head.
I think it's the most insane sports story ever. Because you want to talk about OJ, I mean, right? Trial of the century, but he wasn't playing. The fact that Hernandez just signed a massive contract and was still playing and then murdered someone. I hate saying this because he's a total, psychopath, really.
Well, of course, yeah.
But I'm kind of fascinated as to why he was that way.
Yeah, I agree with you. OJ obviously was fascinating on a million levels and stuff like that. But
OJ had the celebrity, too.
He was the celebrity, but we've seen domestic violence go bad. We haven't seen a active player just pulling up, being the driver. At the very least, he's the driver of this. Like the first murders he did, they were out on a Sunday night, and they, for what either he or the guy next to him, Alexander Bradley, who he also shot.
Yeah.
Later, shot in the eye and tried to kill. Allegedly, I don't know if they ever adjudicated that one, but they pull up and just do a drive-by shooting of a car. There's 5 guys in the car, 2 died. Could have killed all 5, and then peel off and then go play. Like that behavior is beyond. Like again, OJ's older. OJ was a domestic. He played football, but he was as much more of a movie star and stuff like that.
Did Hernandez just want to be a gangster? Is that really what it boils down to?
I think there's some of that. I always
CTE.
It was CTE. I think there was a lot. So I think with Hernandez, he did not grow up in a gang environment. He grew up in Bristol, Connecticut, where ESPN is located. It's like a blue collar city, but not like in Connecticut. It's not, but it was not.
It's not inner city Chicago.
Not inner city.
Yeah.
Not like, well, every one of my friends was in the street gang, and I was the guy that got out. He had 2 parents until his dad passed away in high school. Like their house had a little fence, like they had a yard. His older brother it's a dysfunctional, extremely dysfunctional house, and his older brother had it together for a while, and then lately he was arrested for plotting a mass shooting at the University of Connecticut.
Yeah. And he threw some stuff at ESPN.
He threw stuff at ESPN's building.
Nice attack. You're throwing things at a building.
There's like 20 buildings there. I'm not sure that one, but thank God. I mean, his girlfriend, his older brother. This is how crazy the story is. We're now on his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. His brother's girlfriend turned him into the cops because she said he was planning to shoot up a school. I mean, Connecticut. So you imagine, you go walk on a college campus with an assault rifle, you're going to kill people. We've seen that.
And that's the thing with Aaron, though. It's like so many people could have said something or raised flags.
So he had this behavior where he was not in a gang. But what happened was his dad was very demanding. His dad was like alleged to be like he would help collect debts for a local bookie. Okay. His dad was an intimidating guy around town, but not
wasn't a hitman.
Wasn't a hitman, and he was a tough guy. But his dad passed away unexpectedly. He went in for hernia surgery and died. And he really kept the brothers on task. And then what happened to Aaron was his mother started dating I forget. It's this other guy who was like related to someone else they had, and then Aaron started hanging out at this other house in Bristol, which had much looser rules, was a little bit more.
Is that his aunt's place?
It was like his cousin's.
Cousin, okay.
And the cousin, and then I just think he liked chasing that. He goes to Florida. His dad had a plan. I think his dad knew about these kids because he was like, he sent the older brother to UConn, and then he was going to send Aaron to UConn, and he and DJ, his older brother, could keep Aaron. He's like, you're good enough that you'll be a draft pick out of UConn. But his dad dies, so then he goes to Florida. He doesn't really have any kind of guidance.
No rules.
Urban Meyer was doing Bible study. He would say, we did Bible study. I'm like, well, what chapter? I don't know what that entails.
Side note, I don't know why Urban Meyer gets a pass on everything.
He's shame.
Because he's a good coach.
I mean, yeah,
because he's a good coach. Period.
You win. But I mean, he didn't know he's going to murder people. Although there was an unexpected shooting, and
he got away with a lot.
It was a lot.
He punched a guy in a bar.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah. There was a lot. But the guy could play, and that's it. Yep. If you can play. So when he got back after he was done at Florida, he goes back to Connecticut. He's preparing for the draft. He met this guy, Alexander Bradley, who he later shot. And he was a big drug dealer, a gun dealer in Hartford, which is the big city. And Alexander Bradley was a legit guy.
Thug.
And and he later, if you watch the documentary, shot up a bar after getting shot in Hartford. It's one of my favorite parts of the doc was if you ever see it and there's like surveillance video of him shooting up the bar, and there's this one dude at the bar with a beer, never flinches. Everybody dies. He didn't hit anybody.
He's like Elric.
Everybody, he's like Elric with that beer up there. Everybody dies. This dude's like, I
paid for this beer. I am drinking this beer.
I don't care what's going on.
You guys do your thing.
I worked hard all week. I was like
terrible eyewitness too.
I remember trying to find out like who is that guy. I want to talk to that guy. Like what happened, but you couldn't find unidentified.
Him? Really?
Yeah. Unidentified Hartfordite.
Great get.
Yeah, just the dude's just like I mean, just like what? Who just sits there? He's like, if I'm going down, I'm going down like this. It didn't hit him.
Did you ever watch like the dramatized version of Hernandez, the FX story?
Terrible. It's so funny.
Is it way off? Do you think they got stuff way off?
I mean, it's always going to be dramatized.
Yeah.
It's never going to be. The hard part with any movie on athletes is you have to find someone who can act and be 6'4", like the size. If you ever see that,
that's why they got Patrick Schwarzenegger to play. I think he played Tebow.
Yeah, he might have.
I think Patrick Schwarzenegger did. Yeah.
The guy who played Gronk
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
He was awesome.
His voice is perfect. It's just the guy's like 5'8". Like he doesn't look. It's like, oh my God, that's not Gronk, because Gronk is 6 foot, like 7.
But he had the mannerisms.
But
down.
the mannerisms,
he was amazed by everything.
Deserved the Academy Award actually, because he pulled off Gronk despite being like a foot shorter. So anyway, I don't even know where we're at. So he befriends Alexander Bradley,
yes.
and that's where it really starts going bad, because now he can. Alexander Bradley had what Aaron Hernandez did not. This is one of my theories on Aaron Hernandez, is he was what Aaron couldn't be, which was a legit gangster, whatever you want to call him, right? Tough guy. This guy was legit, and he didn't need Aaron's money. Everybody else in Aaron's life needed his money. This guy had tons of money. And then they hung out in Boston. There's the double homicide that Aaron says it was Alexander Bradley. Alexander Bradley says it was Aaron. You know, whatever. It's reasonable doubt. But whatever, he was there. Then he plays the season. Then things start. Then he gets in a fight with Bradley. He shoots Bradley. Doesn't kill him. Bradley's like, "I'm going to kill you."
Blew up his phone.
Yeah. Calls him from the hospital bed. "I'm not dead. I'm coming to kill you."
Could you imagine getting a text like that?
You left a dude in an alley.
First off, you're crazy enough to shoot somebody in the face and leave them, right? I mean, but then you just forget about it, right? I think that's part of the sociopath there. It's like, I just did this, that's done, it's out. And the next thing you know, you get a phone call from the guy. I could not even imagine. I mean, I can't imagine the first part.
I don't know that he forgot. I don't know that he forgot.
You don't think so?
No, it was only like 2 days later.
Yeah, but he probably thought he got away with it. I mean, after 48 hours.
So it was funny, after the first, the first double homicide. I know this is tough because I'm probably not everyone remembers all these details. The shooting in Boston where they shoot up a car. We don't know which guy did it, but whatever. Aaron, at very least, is the getaway driver. They drive back to Hartford to Alexander Bradley's, and Aaron is super nervous. And there's they sees a computer, and he's like spends the entire night, because they've got the Times, searching like Boston shooting, looking for like some news clip, like what's going on in Boston. And they say Alexander Bradley like calls a girlfriend to come over, and they just hang out the rest of the night. And Alexander Bradley never, like, he's cold. He doesn't care.
Holy shit.
And Aaron's the one checking, because okay.
So
I have not been involved in a double homicide, but I too would be like, whoa, did they catch?
I would be as far away.
Bradley's
from
like
everything.
Chill, like, whatever.
Well, he's probably been through it before.
Might have. I don't know. He just chill on it. So then they have this fight, and so now he's coming to. Bradley's like, I am going to kill you, and Aaron Hernandez is kind of hiding out. He gets an armored car. He gets these two dudes from his hometown, be like his bodyguards. He's got a flop house to kind of hide out in, all this stuff. But the problem is once practice starts, he's going to be easy to track because you know where he works. Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Massachusetts. So we're leading up to that, and they just said he's smoking tons of weed, and then he ends up, for reasons we don't know, killing his basically his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it was because Odin Lloyd knew something, was there whatever. Then you have the whole part where he's a closeted homosexual. Then he has the suicide. I mean, it was just it's a wild I feel story. Like the story will live for a long time, be very popular in like another, like there'll be another reboot of like people really interested, because it is, the story has everything.
Do you know, does the doc that you did, does that still get a lot of views?
Yeah, I think it does pretty well still. Yeah. It was a monster really right away.
Done.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so well done. So what did you have to do though? Did you have to go find people, and I mean, did you do the interviewing or? No,
not really. I knew all the people involved because I'd been covering it.
Yeah.
So you kind of build up some relationships, but a lot of it was.
Well, that's funny, because every time I think of Jose Baez, I think it's weird that you have Jose Baez, right? And God, your Rolodex must just be bonkers. Because Dana White, right? You know Dana White really well, who was just profiled on 60 Minutes. Yeah. So could you, I'm not going to ask you to, but who's like the most famous person in your phone that you could just call up and talk to right now? There's got to be someone.
That would answer?
Yeah, that would answer.
I don't know. Dana White is pretty famous.
Dana White's huge.
He might answer. But yeah, Dana White's pretty famous.
Is there anybody else in that phone that we'd be
I don't
shocked?
even know.
You don't even know? You just compile.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Well, coaches. I would think coaches and
Yeah.
GMs and
stuff like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, college pro football coaches. Some stuff. I don't know if they'd all answer right away. But
So I'm fascinated too.
back. Jose Baez is pretty famous.
Jose Baez is really famous, although he's done those 2 big trials, and I don't know.
Well, he's done some others.
He does some TV stuff now, right?
He does a little this and that. I don't know whatever. We talked about doing a show together.
On crime?
Yeah.
It'd be a great show.
Sports crime. He's a big sports fan.
It's kind of like
Big Florida State football and Miami Dolphins.
Oh,
so
really?
he was trying to get Belichick on the stand for this trial that he defended him.
Why? Because he's a Dolphins fan?
Could not find the Belichick could not find the they couldn't find him to like issue the whatever like appearance. Well,
Yeah.
you gotta find him and be like you've been
Serve him.
summoned. Yeah.
Mhm.
Couldn't do it. So he's like,
How? I mean, he's pretty easy, although he's probably behind.
I don't know, the trial.
And
He
layers
goes,
of
it wasn't key, but he was joking like, I get him on there, I'm going to be like, who deflated the footballs?
Oh, then he's going to be talking about
He's a Dolphins fan. He's like,
the
who?
gas law, right?
Who deflated the footballs? Like, you're under oath. You're under oath.
What do you make of the whole? I mean, Belichick. That's another. This is why I like. This is the part of sports I really like. Are these individuals? There's so many facets to him. Bill Belichick, greatest coach of all time, in the pros, without a doubt. I mean, it's an argument. That's what I was gonna say. Why in the hell is he at North Carolina? Like, I don't understand what he has to prove by going to North Carolina and being a coach there. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the challenge. I mean, he's climbed every mountain.
Those guys
Something
work.
to do.
They work. They're used to working 12 hours a day for 50 years.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, do a podcast, do some TV. Some of the guys are fine with it, right? Like Jimmy Johnson, right? The broadcaster. He won titles at college, pro, cowboy coach, and then he just got into broadcasting. He's fine. Goes fishing. He goes fishing all the time. He has a boat down in Florida, and he goes deep sea fishing.
It's
like
his 3 rings boat, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what he does. And so some guys can do that, others can't. I think one thing with the NFL and with college NBA coaches is college basketball and college football are very primitive, the way the game's played, or they appear primitive. Maybe not college football as much. But every NBA and NFL coach thinks, because they watch tons of film, they're like, oh my God, if I just went coach the team, I would kill it. That's why I remember when Charlie Weiss came back.
Oh, yeah.
Said he'd be at Notre Dame, we'd have a decided schematic advantage. No,
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to have players.
Yeah.
And you can't, it's harder to coach these kids than you think. And because you don't have years to build them up, and you don't have endless time. Tom Brady could sit in the facility. Jared Goff, I guarantee you, was at the facility today.
Yeah.
At 6:30 in the morning.
That's why I'm always like, God, when you get out of it after success, like why? Like, okay, I'll give you another example. Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen was on TV. He was doing fine on TV. He had a pretty great gig doing the college football scoreboard. Why do you want to go to UNLV and start over?
Yeah, they just like coaching. They're coaches.
Okay,
there's some that get into broadcasting and love it, but most of them want to go back and coach.
Well, and to that point, I'm shocked that Saban is on College Game Day. It's like, really, Nick, you don't have anything else you'd rather do right now? But I think that he just loves, because if I could go on there right now, I would love to be on Game Day and talk football, because so many people love talking football, and he knows it better than anybody.
I actually feel like the better way for these guys would be like a podcast. Like the show pays, right? So they pay him, but it's like,
he doesn't need the money. He's got his dealerships.
Like if I was him, I know, but yeah. So like if I were him, I'd be at my lake house and I'd do a podcast where I control what we're talking about. Not, Coach, you've got, we have a 6-minute segment and we got 4 guys to talk.
Yep.
Like
and we're starting. We're on the West Coast, so we got to start. You got to be here at 4 a.m.
Yeah, right.
That's
but
insanity.
I don't know. Some guys like it. I mean, he seems retired and done. Belichick wanted to give this thing a go. I think they'd come back and win. His son would get the North Carolina job.
Oh, well.
Right. There's that. His son's the defensive coordinator. You work with your kids.
His girlfriend can be
whatever. Yeah, it's going to be good. We'll win some games. We're all good. Here's the thing that North Carolina did. Belichick is a very, very good coach. I covered a lot of NFL. I covered a lot of Bill Belichick, and his in-game stuff was always just on point, rarely made mistakes. If anything, you get criticized. Like he was way ahead of the game on going for it on fourth down, things like that. You would talk to players, veteran players, and they would rave about Belichick. I told the story, but I remember talking to Junior Seau, the late Junior Seau, and like he came to the Patriots after like 10 years. He's a Hall of Fame player, one of the best players of all time, and he's like, I learned so much sitting there with Belichick. We just sit in the office and talk football. And so crazy. You're like, who the hell is telling Junior Seau anything? Right.
What else
Randy Moss. These guys just swear by him who are already great. So he's a great coach, but if they did a terrible job. College football is just all about who you get in the portal. Like, you know, like you look at this kid like at Ole Miss, Trinidad Chambliss. He was up at Ferris State last year.
Yeah, phenomenal.
He's phenomenal, and he could win the Heisman Trophy this year, right? Well, Belichick should have grabbed him. Like anybody could have had him.
But you have to know.
You have to know.
You have to have a whole infrastructure in place,
right? And so he could get good. It's not over.
I'm going to fall into the trap of talking college football a lot because you wrote a really good article on Mike Gundy and the comparison with Dabo and how both Oklahoma State and Clemson have just collapsed because they refused to use the portal and they were just slow to get to it. Which I don't know if is that hubris where they're just like, we're the coach, we're gonna find guys, or we're gonna be loyal to them, and it's gonna all work out.
They don't like it. It's like any company, okay?
So what if
I don't want to embrace technology? I don't like the way this, like, you know, I would think any company, anyone listening to this that works somewhere, and they're just like, I don't want to learn AI. Guess what's
somebody else will.
Someone else will, or you go begrudgingly into it. And
that's
like,
me. That's me right now.
That's me. Yeah, right.
I don't want to learn all this stuff.
I don't want to learn it. But someone's coming along that is.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, right? So it's like, okay, we'll get some guys in the transfer portal. Like, no, you've got to be Lane Kiffin and having someone watching Ferris State and going, I think he can play in the SEC. And we're going to go get him. Right?
Who Lane Kiffin made me think of this. Who are like your favorite coaches to cover? I mean, because you like content, right? You like wackiness. I'm sure you loved Harbaugh. Harbaugh provided a lot of it.
Yep.
He's gone now.
I loved Urban, too.
Urban, really?
Yeah, because there was always chaos. He's not like
not as fun chaos.
Not as fun, but stuff was always going down.
But Lane Kiffin seems like a really fun guy.
Lane Kiffin's always been very entertaining to cover.
Is Belichick fun to cover?
Yeah, Belichick was fun
because of the challenge.
No, he was his own figure. So you really just want somebody who people have an opinion on. Belichick was the like Darth Vader of the NFL. So everyone hated him. The fans hated him, but then they begrudgingly and he played this great role where he's this curmudgeon and he
the way he dressed,
the
way he carried himself.
Yeah, and he would do all these counterculture things. So like I remember doing the story and it was like why all the stuff he did that he hated like the NFL league office, right? So the reason he wears the hoodie with the cut.
That's a great story,
The NFL came along and said, all right, we signed a deal where all our coaches have to wear Reebok gear.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not getting told how to dress.
Yeah.
Right? He just would not do it. And they're like, you have to. So they said he picked out, and I had this story and ran it, and I remember I was like, I had all these people say it, and I talked to the Patriots. I'm like, I'm earning with all this stuff, I'm going to tell you. And they're like, we can't say yes or no. I'm like, you cannot blow back on me, right? Like you can't just do me a solid and be like, if this is completely wrong, tell me now. Don't bash me
bitch
in
about it later.
12 hours, right?
Yep.
So it was like a confirmation without a confirmation. And then his old girlfriend, who was a more senior or more age appropriate, she like retweeted it.
Age appropriate. A little side note on Jordan Hudson, by the way. I'm like, I think most guys at that age, if they could pull somebody Jordan Hudson's age, probably would. I think most guys would.
It's a little creepy.
It's incredibly creepy. I just think, okay, maybe not most.
Love,
the heart wants what it wants.
Yes, right? Yes. Isn't that some like Ariana Grande or some story, right? Taylor Swift song? I don't know.
I think it is Ariana Grande. my point with Jordan is, why her? I don't know.
It's the one that was willing to go with him. I don't know. I don't think he's
which means,
hanging out on the...
Well, then you have to question the whole thing.
Imagine if Belichick showed up on a dating app or something.
Just that grubby profile picture with a suit
Have
coat
house
with
in
no
Nantucket,
shirts on it. Yeah.
All right, so anyway,
I've never seen a girl, a wife or a girlfriend, a wag. I've never seen them on the sideline right before the game started.
The wives are there all the time.
On the sideline?
Absolutely. Kids.
What?
Yes,
Kids?
that
Yeah.
part.
Okay, so I'm off on that.
The wives are around. They participate. Shelley Meyer,
Yeah.
absolutely. They're at the office. They host parties.
Hosting part. I know Miss Terry had her
Miss
famous
Terry.
party
They would do karaoke on Saturday night with all the recruits.
But right before the game,
their families are down there. They are around. Right. It's just they don't dress in like you know how all the wags, the players' wags, dress like, and they got their guy's number. I'm not. That part is not that. Mac Brown had been the coach there, and his wife Sally was absolutely everywhere.
Okay.
So that part is not that unusual, but it's unusual because of this. But anyway, so Belichick, he's like, okay, I have to wear something. So he says, I'll take the worst thing I can find, which is this hoodie.
Mm.
And then he says, I'm going to chop the arms off.
It's brilliant.
And then I
love it.
And then it becomes their bestseller. They used to call it the BB hoodie.
He should have trademarked it.
Yeah. And he says, well, I have short arm. I asked him, I'm like, why'd you cut the thing? He's like, I go, does that's what happened? And he goes, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know why you start wearing the No. All right. Why is it? I have short arms. I cut the thing. So there's a thing where you can join this thing called the Coaches Association, and they have like a marketing thing, and you get commercials and all the different stuff. So like the EA Sports video game would have the players' names and the coaches' names in it, and he refused to allow it.
Why?
Because he just thought video games are stupid. So you could literally get paid some amount of money just to have your name in a video game that you would never play. He refused. So every year in the EA Sports, it would just say, it would say like Jim Harbaugh or Pete Carroll or whatever, and it would just say NE coach because he was not allowed.
Did they have the cut off sleeves on the NE coach?
I don't know. I didn't play.
He's got an NIL.
He had a million things where he would just do, and he hated the injury report.
Yes, yeah.
So
that's why Brady was on it.
Brady was on every week for years with a shoulder, and people be like, "Tom, how's that shoulder coming along? You've been probable for the last 4 years."
I like the guy.
That's why he was good. It's not whether they're nice to you. I could care less. The worst thing that happened to sports writers is, and sports media, is every press conference is televised.
Yeah.
So now it's become this like game, and they can yell at you, they can humiliate you, or there's a disagreement, and it's like, oh, so and so flipped out on the media. It's like, no, it's just how it is, and it's way better if you can just like.
Do you think they're more performative now in press conferences?
They have to be. So don't the reporters. Because nobody wants to be viral. Like the guy comes off a field, okay, loses a game.
Yeah.
Okay, right? They don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk to people.
And then a reporter says, kind of phrases it the wrong way, but they didn't mean like.
Sure.
And then there's a blow up, and now you're all over the place. And neither side wants that. It's just life's easier when it's like, sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
Right. I shouldn't have answered that way. Like I was just really angry because we just lost the game, and so. All that stuff. So, like, I don't care whether they're nice to me or they even talk to you as long as they're interesting.
Yeah. Well,
and Belichick was interesting.
People like interesting things, right? Doesn't matter. They don't like nice.
Boring coaches are just like, yeah, okay.
Which that's funny because most press conferences to me are just so boring. And then to find out Oklahoma, you can actually support their NIL by buying a seat at the press conference for $700.
Don't do that.
Who would do that?
If anybody offers, if Michigan or Michigan State or the Lions offer pay to watch a press conference, there's no secret. There's no like behind the curtain. There's nothing interesting.
No, I don't know.
You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, why would you even waste your time? They're boring as hell. Although I guess
everybody wants the next door phenomenon in this country is amazing.
What do you mean the next door?
Like it's like you're already in a VIP section, but this is the real
the
VIP
one,
off the VIP.
They'll add bottle service to the press conference.
Right, it may be
a velvet rope.
You get to stand over here.
What do you, the money in college football? I just laugh at it, but then again, it's easy because being a Michigan grad and a fan, it's like it benefits us, right? Because that school has a ton of money. Drew is not as big of a fan. He understands it and accepts it, but Virginia Tech, his school, is getting murdered because they can't keep up. They have to borrow money or take money from the actual academic arm of the school, which is going to happen, I think, to more.
Most of them.
But the new money news in college football is the fact that they've approved ads on jerseys.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, I could never see Michigan doing that. I just couldn't.
Did they ever put the swoosh on there? They did that.
They did. People lost their mind when they put the Jumpman on the uniform.
Penn State, too. Remember those? Because
Yes.
old Penn State was just white.
White and cut off sometimes.
Right, and there's not even like a stripe.
Yeah, no, simple and plain,
Yeah.
which is why it's still a great uniform. But I could see Oregon just putting as many.
Oh, the
as
MAC? How about the MAC?
The MAC, which is great. I think the MAC should.
Right, but now you're not getting. So like, okay,
You're not getting the as much
like
eyeball.
Mercedes-Benz is going to sponsor like Alabama, right?
Of course.
Okay, well, what's
the Saban connection?
Bowling Green's getting like Eddie's truck stop off of like,
But why not?
right? The it's gonna be like NASCAR. They're gonna have badges all over the place.
Well, they are gonna. I mean, I hope they're gonna limit. Like, are they gonna limit? And won't someone will end up suing the NCAA, and the NCAA will lose again, and then there'll be 50. It'll be NASCAR. Now, see, I'm used to. I like soccer.
I find
love
yeah,
soccer.
well, that's
and
the thing.
Not a big
Soccer
deal.
does it.
Yeah, and they've been doing it forever. So
And I never thought the Boston Celtics would have.
Yeah.
And they do. The Lakers, like some iconic.
the Tigers have Meyer, right?
Yeah, right. These are iconic uniforms, and it's like they've got like this is the Lakers. Like, really, you need like a couple extra, but they all have it. It's just the way it's going. I agree.
As a Michigan fan, I would not be surprised, and frankly, I think I'd be very happy if it said Oracle on the other side. more of that Ellison money coming.
I
in.
hated when the hockey they started putting them on the boards.
Oh, all the different.
And now
ads.
it's a sort of now they can. You see how they can videotape?
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. That's it's kind of fun to watch it now because it's just one ad that goes around.
Yeah. And
But then they'll cut. Then they'll cut to an
Yeah.
ice cam, and then you see.
Yeah,
them
you can't
all.
see it. Yeah.
Let's see. I wrote a couple other weird sports things down. You're a huge golf fan, right? You
Yeah, I like golf.
Can you explain the Ryder Cup to me? I don't understand. Is it really that big a deal? Because everybody keeps telling me this past
it's not a
week
big deal.
how huge it is. I'm like, it's still golf. It's like an open, right?
No, it's not an open. It's a team competition.
So is that why? Because there's just not that many team competitions?
Yeah, there's no team competition. So there's a couple things it brings to the table. One is, well, you have U.S. versus Europe. So there's ostensibly a rivalry there. Although if you go to an actual, now we have multiple tours, unfortunately, but you go to PGA, like Rory McIlroy is one of the most popular players, and John Rahm. These guys are, Victor Hovland is like a super nice guy.
I've never heard that name before.
Well, he's like this.
The other two I have.
Finnish, like he's from Finland or Norway, whatever. Like, I mean, the idea you'd be like, Hovland, whatever. Like, he's just a nice guy. So anyway, you wouldn't, generally speaking, there isn't a big hatred, but whatever. We have U.S. first. They've done it forever, like golf always does. Everything's old. So you take, I can't remember, they got 12 guys or whatever, but you basically have these team competitions. So they have like the two of us would play two other guys, whichever one of us gets the lowest score. It's called best ball,
best
four
ball,
ball.
yeah. Anybody
it's
that's playing
called
a
four ball,
scramble,
or there's four way, or I don't know if
So why don't they do this more often? Why don't they do kind of what the indoor golf league that Tiger Woods is doing, where that's a team competition?
Yeah, they're trying that in the Live. So they have
the
these
Live does
teams.
that. Okay.
Well, but you can only play so much golf. The guys will only play so much. So they kind of have in the Live. Nobody cares. College golf has it. If you
really?
like college golf, it's kind of fun at the NCAA championships because there's different matches. So then we match up. So I think what it does, it's something different.
Yeah.
It's only every other year, although they play this thing called the President's Cup, the alternate year where it's USA versus the world. It gives fans a chance to, because golf fans don't root against anyone. So you would be sitting there, if you're a Tiger Woods fan and he's going up against Phil Mickelson back in the day, and Tiger hits a great shot, you cheer, and then Mickelson hits a great shot, they cheer too.
Yeah.
It's the only sport I've ever seen where it's like you're polite.
Yeah.
And so you cheer for good
Everyone's
golf.
playing against the course.
Right. Instead of being like, so it's kind of funny when a guy hits a ball and it rolls off the thing.
Okay.
And instead of everyone going, oh, everyone's like, yeah. Now
It's like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it's gotten,
Which is good. That's good for golf.
I think it's fun. I think there's like some limits to what they were saying to some of the guys, but that's your own thing. But yeah, I like it. Like if you should be quiet during the shot. That was kind of the problem. Like they were just, and the golfers, you're there like 12 hours. So these fans are drunk as hell, right?
It's their biggest problem is that they play, the two big rounds on Saturday and Sunday when there's football on.
Yeah,
Once football starts, you forget about almost everything. Baseball is even trying to eke out,
People get into it. It's fun because it's just, but team golf is never, no one cares.
So you mentioned Live, which is owned by the Saudis. A lot of people sports washing, they bought Newcastle in the Premier League. People lost their minds. They did Live. People lost their minds. They're now paying people, NFL players, current NFL players in Tom Brady, money to play flag football. And I'm shocked that Live got a lot of blowback, but hardly anybody seems to be talking about this whole flag football thing that they're doing in Saudi Arabia. Do you have any feelings on that?
I guess they just have worn down everybody because it's like, this is what's going to happen. Also, Live was a threat to something people like,
the
PGA Tour. Mm-hmm. So, and the PGA Tour has actually withstood the Live Challenge in a lot of ways. It's still way more popular, even though they don't have the best golfers anymore, or all of them. People just like, I don't like watching Live golf. The way they have some different rules. It's just not as exciting. And the guys are making so much money, it doesn't feel like they're trying to win.
What rule is different that makes it?
They do a shotgun start. Everybody starts at the same time on a different hole. It's only 54 holes. The courses aren't as good generally, or not as famous. If you're a golf fan,
why don't the Saudis just buy Pebble Beach?
That's been part of the,
Oh, really?
Not necessarily buy Pebble Beach. Can't do that. That's public, but
there's always a price.
There's always a price. In the next California budget deficit, they sell off
Pebble Beach to the Saudis. That'll go over well.
Should be popular. I just don't really like it. I like the way, so the PGA's done well, but I think if the Saudis were trying to set up a alternate NFL,
then people would lose their mind.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you're like, wait, they're taking some of our good players. Not going to get them all, but imagine if it'd be a little different because people have real team allegiances. So obviously, say Jared Goff goes and signs with that, you would lose your QB. It wouldn't quite be that, but you just as overall, you'd be like, wait, now our league isn't as good. Yeah. I don't like that. Yeah. And so, or if they, a USFL, people are like, hey, we want the NFL to be.
Well,
they've
NFL. Really boosted up their soccer league there.
Right.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they make $700 million.
Yeah, but he's also old, right? He's not a prime player, so I don't think most soccer fans
Messi's playing in America
really care. Yeah, exactly. That's the only threat. It's a threat to the MLS, which most soccer fans, even here in the States,
don't you think that was the biggest disaster? Is that Apple deal for you? Like 100%, soccer, right?
100%. Yep.
Nobody is watching Lionel Messi in the United States.
Nope. And I think we've talked about this off the air. It's you correctly point out that the NFL, the biggest thing that they've ever done is made themselves accessible. They're on every network, and now they're practically on every streaming service.
Yep.
Yeah, from Thursday to Monday, you can watch the NFL, and then it's just this ecosystem. MLS just pigeonholes themselves right into this weird app that not many people have.
You got to pay extra on Apple TV, right?
For it. And as much as I love soccer, I'm like, why would I watch that? Now, this is the other problem they have that the NFL doesn't have is there's 6 other leagues I could watch if I really wanted to watch it. So, I don't know what they did, but I think they had to do that. They had to do it because that's how they got Messi over here.
They got Messi, but then they're not capitalizing on Messi.
I know, but I think it's the Apple money that helped get Lionel Messi over here. Along with Adidas. Adidas paid a lot for him.
I also think there's a lot of problems. I think MLS, it's hard, right? It's the National Women's Soccer League, which my daughter and I watch.
And you wrote a big piece on
it. Yeah, we watch that a lot because she likes watching soccer and women's soccer. And that league struggles fighting the European leagues. And if there was ever a soccer league in the United States, it should be the world class. It is the best league, but some of the teams in Europe are poaching
the NWSL
because women's soccer was more popular in the United States than anywhere in the world.
But now Chelsea has a women's team.
Now Chelsea has a team, and Arsenal has a team, and Barcelona has a team, and all these teams. So now those are coming up, and there's a lot of European talent. So they're struggling with that. But I feel like one of the problems the MLS and the NWSL, as I sit here with a Detroit City Football Club mug, but in Europe, right, in the Premier League, you can rise yourself up, right?
Yeah.
Like you've watched that Welcome to Wrexham.
Yes.
Right? Great show. and you can
Promotion
rise
to
up. They don't
relegation.
have that here. So they have soccer, but they have Americanized. So like Detroit City, imagine how exciting people be. Detroit City's climbed to the second level.
We've had the president of DCFC on here, and I've asked him about regulation and promotion, and they want it.
Oh, yeah.
They're the only league in the world that FIFA allows to not have promotion or
The
regulation.
American billionaires are not going to allow it. And they tried to do it in the Premier. Remember, they were going to create a super league in Europe?
Yeah.
And the people rebelled because of the soccer fans all of the smaller teams.
I really wish there was something that could have been done with college football, because I think it's very similar.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll ever be a super league in college football?
I don't.
You know, the SEC and the Big Ten are too protective.
I don't, because I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, think how great promotion and relegation would be in college football.
but at least
you would lose rivalries, especially regional ones.
It would be great. College football, though, has, and to a degree still, but this is what the playoff offers. But at least in college basketball, so I really think you're messing with something like March Madness, because you could sit there and say, look, we should just have the top 30, Big 10, SEC,
Sure.
Big 12, whatever, and Big East, and that's it. And we'll have our national champ, and that's probably going to be the national champ.
Yeah.
Although what we've seen is teams can get going, but you want
a VCU,
Eastern Michigan, you want Detroit Mercy, you want teams
George
to
Mason
give it a shot. Yeah, and we've had teams like that. Like Dusty May at Michigan, he coached FAU to the Final Four. Like you can get there, Butler. So you lose the spirit of the event, and that's what they were trying to do. The Americans want to rig everything. Right, the billionaires don't want to have to hustle, and they don't. Half the teams in the NFL, their owners don't even care if they win.
Yeah,
and for a long time, that included the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
right.
Ford.
Right,
Yeah.
They just sat there and took the money, and they were like, we'll keep
black.
Matt Millen for 9 years. Right, they wouldn't fire anybody, and it was like they didn't care. And then there's some owners who came along that were uber aggressive, and now it's gotten more competitive across the league. But the NBA has owners, they don't care if they win or lose. Their franchise is going up. They're taking some operational, and it's just like, it's going all right. And when you have relegation, now there's a competitive bit where like, oh man,
yeah,
we're going under. And I actually think with college football, the way that the NIL is, there's a little bit of an element of that. Like if you just sit and you're not doing anything, you can't just be, just a mid-level Big Ten team and go, well, we'll win like 6-7 games a year. We'll go to a bowl game. Now, all of a sudden, if you don't not just spend money, but are, like, to go back to the beginning, like really aggressive in who we're recruiting in the transfer portal, you're going to win 2 games.
Yeah. But maybe it's because, or maybe they could keep conferences the way they are, but I always think it's really weird that Northwestern is in the Big Ten. Private school, not much success with the exception of the mid-'90s, or Vanderbilt, which this year they're on fire. But, these schools that don't really fit the rest of the teams in their conference, it's like, God, it'd be pretty crazy if they had promotion and relegations within the conferences.
Yeah, it would be.
But I don't know how you would do it when you have 2 top dogs.
It beats the American sensibility is not believe in relegation. We don't believe in. We're like a capitalistic country that's not really
until
it isn't
sports.
Or
you have a salary cap and
banks are
revenue
too big
sharing.
to fail, and it's like we're sort of capitalism.
Well, we're running long, but I wanted to mention 2 other things to you. I know it's one of your favorite weeks, Fat Bear Week.
Oh yeah,
and your guy got blown out. 99 got blown out. For those that don't know, who puts on Fat Bear Week? Is it the Department of
Katamai or something?
Okay,
National Park,
matter.
some park
But the website's Fat Bear Week.
Fat Bear Week, National Park up in Alaska. They take pictures of their bears after they've been eating salmon all summer, and then they match him up in a March Madness. I thought 99. He's a young bear. He looked good. He's young.
You took a flyer on him.
Yeah,
you really did. He got murdered.
128 Grazer is my enemy. He's won the last 2. He's going for the 3-peat.
It's really funny because you used to cover it all the time with Pat Forty on the old show.
And he always picked Grazer, so I don't like Grazer.
That's as good a reason as any.
I like 747. Bear Force 1. Bear Force 1. But he got old, and they didn't get a picture of him this year, so he's not in the bracket.
You were well ahead of the curve on Fat Bear Week. Everybody's talking about it now, and you've been talking about it for years.
We were way in, and now they did it. They did an hour-and-a-half podcast where they described, because they bring in the park experts, and they're like, well, this guy was starting to fish in the bigger like
they really break
kind of did. Well, yeah. So it's a little like the Big Ten, where like past success leads to more.
Yes.
Right. So if you're a big bear, you can stake out the best river with the most salmon, and the smaller bears can't really come because you'll just knock them back. So you got to fight for your spot on the really good feeding areas.
I love that they do a whole podcast.
Oh, it's amazing. And then
but there's no pay. I mean, I guess you just find a bear to root for. Those people that are on Patreon, you can see there's the finals right there. 32 Chunk versus 856.
Oh, so Grazer lost?
Yeah.
Oh, that was last night. I did not check
be.
the results. Chunk is that's a good bear. He's been around a while. I mean, look at the size of that thing.
You know what they need? They need advertising on the side of them.
Well, there was a big controversy one year, and this was a huge contention between Pat Forty and I. Everybody had a picture, side picture, and they look more, camera angles, right?
Yes.
It's like camera angles and filters, right? So you can look a little more slender, or you can look a little fatter, or whatever it is. And then stupid 128 Grazer, my arch enemy, got this picture from an angle.
There's the picture right there.
If you get the angle pics, you look much bigger.
Yes.
And that's why, and then the idiot public votes. And of course they're going to go with the picture. So you could get like a Miss America skinny, whatever, runway model, and you get the wrong angle and they could look big.
As if the bear has any say in what's going on.
They don't even know what's going on.
No.
Does Grazer know I hate him? I'm going up there like the Ryder Cup and yell at Grazer, stop eating so much.
609 looks soft. Yeah.
Well, the one on the left is what they started with.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of like an Ozempic ad. It's what they started after sleeping all.
Because they're getting all fat, right? Yeah.
Then they eat the salmon. Yeah.
Wow, look at 901. That's a beast.
901's he's a vet. He's a vet.
That's
been
great.
in a lot of years. Fat Bear Week is a great event. If you're like a teacher or something, fantastic.
Yeah.
thing for like, you can teach them betting odds. There's a lot. I've been in it for a long time.
I can tell.
As you can tell, first off, I listened to a podcast about it. I mean,
you don't gamble much though, right?
No,
not at all. I didn't think.
Not really at all.
And I probably gamble way too much. Enough that my wife goes, "What are you gambling on?"
Like,
I hear you talk about it on
like
the
sports
podcast.
betting.
Yeah,
or like blackjack.
Yeah, but never. God, don't. I know enough.
Stay
to
out of casinos.
Yeah.
I once trained to be a casino dealer. I was at the Greektown.
Great casino dealer.
Greektown Casino College I went to. That's what they called it.
You know who else?
It was
did?
located in the parking lot by the Athenaeum. It was.
But you never did it. You never dealt.
Well, we had some regulatory issues getting the Greektown Casino going when it first started.
Yeah.
One of our owners didn't pass a background check or something. So then I got another job, and I did deal a couple of events, but I never was actually a casino dealer. But I was registered. I graduated double major, blackjack, and craps.
Right.
Craps is not that easy now.
No, craps is to me hard to play. I can't imagine. I mean, there's you have like 4 workers working the
ton
table.
of different odds, and then when we were getting trained, they throw these like crazy. So there's bets like, I don't know, I can't remember now, but like let's say you got to pay out like 8 to 6 or something like that, and then they put like $11 down. Like,
what a jerk!
Blackjack was easier like that, but I learned doing all that because all we would do is people would. The dealer would sit there, and then the other students would play.
Uh-huh.
And so you're playing blackjack like 15
fun.
hours a week. It's fun, but you realize you're going to lose.
Yeah.
So I know how to play really well. It's pretty hard.
You got to have a system, Dan.
You can't stay. Let's put it that way. Get the hell out of there.
Well, did you watch the profile on Dana White?
I
60 Minutes?
I didn't see it. No.
They followed him over to
He's a big
the
gambler.
Venetian.
Yeah.
God, he was down $1.5 million as they were playing, but when he cashed out, he was up $700,000. I'm like, wow, that's quite a big swing. You had to be betting a couple $100,000.
He's betting a lot, yeah.
A hand. A mutual friend, Tom Masway, was a dealer. He was a blackjack dealer
there you
down
go.
at I want to say at MGM.
Oh man, the geeks have inherited the earth.
Did I do that?
What a dork.
Does him wanting to play with us again mean that he's turning into a geek, or we're turning into cool guys?
Do we want a serious geek of the week or a fun geek of the week? Because I can do either or here. Yeah, I'll do the fun geek of the week. There is a teacher. This guy sounds like a blast. I would have loved for this guy to be my teacher down in South Carolina. His name is Alexander Lewis, And Alex faces charges of disturbing school and malicious injury to property. Do you have any guess as to how he caused malicious injury to property?
Left the Bunsen burner going and blew up the chem lab.
Not a bad guess. He caused nearly $55,000 in damage to inspecting gas lines, air conditioning repair costs. They could not figure out where this smell of feces was coming from.
Oh, no.
And it turns out 32-year-old Alexander Lewis was walking around spraying poop spray everywhere just to piss off the school. And he kept doing it over and over and over, causing disruption. Students were getting sick off of it, which means I think he was overdoing it. But the district had to tell parents, like, hey, we've checked the gas lines, propane systems, air quality. There's no danger, but we cannot figure out where the scent is coming from. And now they found that it was intentionally caused by a guy using, they call it poop spray. I've always known it to be fart spray, which doesn't smell like it should smell. Fart sprays. Have you never been around a fart spray?
Well, okay, I got questions.
Yes,
okay,
I knew you would. That's why I brought it up.
Okay, where was this guy? South Carolina?
South Carolina, yes.
And what grades do we know?
He's a teaching assistant in high school.
High school teaching assistant. Okay, so this guy got some like poop spray.
Yes.
And decided to spray the school every day?
Yeah,
To the point where they brought in maintenance.
Yep.
To see what was going on with the pipes backing up.
Yep.
I don't believe any kid actually got sick. I think they just got out of class.
That's a really interesting point because I wrote on this one, I underlined this one quote from a parent and wrote soft because
back in my day, we walked uphill to school
we
both
would
ways.
Inhale all the poop spray.
The janitor
and
would
exhale and be fine. This parent says, my son has, which I feel bad for this kid because I think this kid's going to get picked on if anybody reads this. But kids don't
tell
read.
the paper that.
Kids don't read except for epic athletes.
Yeah.
My son, his asthma has been triggered multiple times because of this spray, and I had to take him to the doctor 3 times.
Oh, that's just like 1-800-CALL SAM.
Yeah, thank you. That was a little over the top.
I don't know. Did I do a wrong sponsor there?
No, that's all right.
You don't have a legal. Goodman Acker, good
on this show?
Yeah. I think this audience would be willing to sue anybody. Sue us for this podcast. I'm not responsible.
Bigot!
There's an all-night party in room 7609. And you can dance together all night if you've got the time.
All right, this is always Sean Windsor's favorite part of the show, the music segment. I don't know how popular it is, but Albert.
I don't know anything about music.
I know,
we
that's
play
why I
trivia
love it.
together, and I have no.
Very limited musical
I'll be
knowledge.
like Taylor Swift.
So we get an email from DJ Weiser, who is trying to pick the song. He said, "Happy Football Sunday." So he's thinking about music on a Sunday, which
Budweiser, is that his brother?
Yeah. He says he went into this is fascinating. Went into a deep Bee Gees dive, which I don't know anybody that does a deep Bee Gees dive. So he threw out a couple Bee Gees songs. I'm like, I'm not playing a Bee Gees song. Threw out an Al Green song, and I decided the one we're gonna play today is the shortest song that he sent.
Okay.
And easily the best video. It's Faith No More. Do you know anything about the band Faith No More?
No.
Do you want to know a fun fact about
Sure,
this?
absolutely.
He once got arrested for doing a show because he stuck a microphone where he wasn't supposed to stick it.
On himself or someone else?
On himself.
Okay.
Years ago.
So there's only one place. He stuck a mic up there? Why?
Shock value would be my guess.
He got arrested?
He got arrested. It was in Buffalo, I believe.
How is that against the law? My body,
he was
my
on
choice.
on stage? Obscenity? I don't know. I think he was very explicit with it, maybe. I mean, this is years and years ago.
I guess so. So it's
now,
like
see,
a
if it was
sex show?
If it was today, we would have, TikToks and tweets all about it. But yeah, he got arrested for it. But they are known for doing covers of songs. They have a great cover of the Commodores' "Easy."
Yeah.
I mean, this is a heavy metal band. You know the song "Epic"? I think you would. If you heard it, you would know the song "Epic," which is pretty. You would, trust me, you would. It's a pretty popular song. But this is another cover that they did of a Bee Gees song from 1968.
I'm intrigued now that he's known as something other than
sticking a microphone where it shouldn't go. Well, you can
know where it shouldn't go. Don't make a moral judgment.
Don't kink shame.
Moral belief. Kink shame this man.
joke which started the whole world crying. Oh, but I didn't see that the joke was on me. Oh no. And I started to cry, which started the whole world laughing. Oh, if I'd only see that the joke was on me. And I looked at the skies, running my hand over my eyes, and I fell out of bed, cursing my head for the things that I said, till I finally died, which started the whole world living. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. And I looked at the skies, running my hands over my eyes, and I fell out of bed, cursing my head for things that I said, till I finally died, which started the whole world living. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me, that the joke was on me.
I mean, not bad. I
Not.
I don't know what I was expecting, but that was pretty
great. I mean, first off, you're starting with a Bee Gees song that is pretty soft to cover. But
what's the most famous Bee Gees song?
"Staying Alive."
Oh, right.
Staying
That's
Alive.
a good song.
Yeah, I mean, so I started
This
a
is when
joke.
John Travolta's
I want to
walking
say
down
that's late '60s. In late '60s, there's do you know the song Massachusetts? You're from Massachusetts.
No, I don't know that song.
You know the song God,
Wait,
really...
but he was in that movie.
Massachusetts. Staying Alive was, but Massachusetts was before they were disco. Did you know I used to work at an oldie station?
I did.
That's why I know these things.
I mean, I might have heard it. I don't know any of the names of anything.
So that's kind of.
I only know what I know.
Adorable.
I only know what I know, and other than that, I don't know anything.
I know that I did not talk about our sponsors today. Elric mentioned them off the top, but let's talk about them right now. We'll talk about Luke Nowacki. Football season is here. If your plan for retirement is to hit an 8-leg parlay, well, nothing wrong with that plan in my mind. But maybe you should call or text Luke Nowacki at 248-663-4748 after that fails, or maybe even before you even place that long shot, give Luke a call. The key to long-term investing is to have less anxiety in the markets than Tom Mazaway has in the Michigan Spartan Stadium concourse. Did you know he had a full anxiety attack once in the Spartan Stadium? No. Over beer lines. He couldn't move, and he was stuck in between beer lines when they first started, and he had a full panic attack. I feel bad because it was legit.
Yeah, you feel so bad you bring it up years later to make fun of him.
Well, yeah.
I would just like to say you're going for the 8-leg parlay.
You know what's funny?
And you're working, and ML is going with Luke, and he's drinking beer. Does he seem concerned about his retirement?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I guess you're right. I should call Luke.
You're talking to me.
I'm going to hit that parlay one of these days.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. member FINRA-SIPC.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc.
It's funny because I have a lot of friends that also use the apps and gamble, but they'll put like $5 down on an 8-leg parlay. I'm like, You got to win 8 bets. This is dumb. Why not just bet like $10 on each of these games individually, and then if you win, 5 of them, you'll be ahead. No, you don't like that thinking?
No, that makes I would agree.
I hate
with that.
parlays.
I only play the lottery when it's like 1.4 billion though. Like if I just win the $60 million Powerball, it's not enough for me.
But why not play
what
it
would
every
I
week?
do? What would I do with 60 million?
But it's like
I should be playing all the time if
exactly because it's the same
odds.
It's like it's like golfing, right? You're playing against the numbers, not everybody else involved.
Right.
And then you'll have to split it with them.
I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, you got to get you into sports gambling.
Yes.
Actually, you probably shouldn't.
It's like
It'd be a
picking up
conflict.
smoking.
Although at this age,
seems like a good idea.
Speaking of picking up smoking, did you see the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, their celebration when they won the Central?
Oh, they all got baked?
3 guys were
legal.
they were smoking cigarettes, but they were smoking them like a joint. I'm like, isn't that supposed to be cigar celebration? I just thought it was really weird.
There's nothing more pathetic than the champagnes when you...
Baseball drives me nuts that they celebrate
everything.
Every round. Hockey won't even touch a trophy.
Just not in the locker room. Go. You want to get loaded after? Go to the bar like a respectable person. The Tigers, it's like finishing the Daytona 500 on rims in last. Like they skid in, and then they celebrate like.
It is weird.
What are you celebrating? You guys suck.
I know.
You have been horrible. Great job in May. You were really good in May.
But they can celebrate something else on Thursday if they win, or even Wednesday if they win, and then they'll celebrate that round, and then they'll go to the divisional round, and if they win, they sell. That's what drives me nuts.
It's like celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary because the divorce papers got delayed 2 days. It's coming in on Monday.
Very.
What the heck are we celebrating?
Let's talk about the Caju Cafe down in Detroit. They're our other sponsor. They have feather bowling, steamed mussels, other Belgian specialties, burgers, sandwiches, pommes frites, tons of live music. That's what they really want you to know about. Go check them out, cajucafe.com. I will spell it for you because it's got that great Belgian spelling, CADIEUX, cafe.com, or you can call them 313-882-8560 if you want to book some feather bowling. Did you ever feather bowl?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you got to go down to the Caju. It's actually pretty fun, huh?
What is it? I've heard of it.
It's almost like it's a round wheel, and you roll it down a dirt path.
Yeah.
And bowl. It's
old school.
It's another take on
bocce
bowling.
ball.
Very similar. Yeah. So check them out, cajucafe.com. So thank you guys, and thank you, Luke, for sponsoring this show. So that's about it. I don't think there's any other feedback. Elric took all that with him to Germany. Thank you, Dan, for coming in today. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Good job by the rest of the team.
I know Sean claims, as he claims every week when he's not here, that he will be here next week. Erica has a real job in television, so she can only come here on certain days. But yeah,
I was a functioning alcoholic in Europe.
Functioning?
Doing it.
By the way, the whole time we're doing the show, he is sending me pictures of. Here, I'm going to pull it up. Hang on.
More drunk?
I'm going to show you the pictures he has sent me. And of course, he had to make a Connor Stallions joke. He
Connor
sent the urinal.
there?
There's the urinal.
Oh, great.
And I don't know if you can
Just
tell.
say.
Let me see if I can zoom in
But
on
it's
this.
a German urinal.
Yeah, but right smack dab in the middle of it. This might have to be our show cover. Right smack dab in the middle, he put a ML Solo Detroit sticker.
So yeah, that'll help.
on the urinal.
That'll help with some listenership.
And there's a guy using it right by the sticker.
I mean, that's illegal. Do not take pictures of guys and then don't put them on the internet. Did you just violate the law? I don't. You can't see anything.
But thank you again.
How creepy is ML? He's in a bathroom in Munich taking pictures of other dudes.
He already got yelled at by security for taking his booze outside, and now he's gonna be blue and black and blue and battered by the time he gets back. So, once again, thanks everybody for listening. Check us out on Patreon.com. Spread the word. We do appreciate it. And Cyrus, take us out.
Can you dig that?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Mi bello, mi bello.
Mi bello. Oh, mi scusi.
The Soul of Detroit.
No actual Europeans were harmed in the making of this film.